Both my sons are dead. So what does this mean? What is the meaning of my life? What was the meaning of their life? What is the purpose of my life? What was the purpose of theirs? Well, I can only guess the meaning and purpose of theirs, but I do have control and choice over the meaning and purpose of my own life. I'm still here. I'm still alive. I always say that if we're not dead, we're very much alive. And that's how I find myself. I have to be very careful. Meaning and purpose are two different things. And I have to be careful not to look back at the lives of both my boys and say, well, obviously there's no meaning for them at all because Dmitri hanged himself and Kostya died a lonely, abject death, surrounded by squalor of addiction paraphernalia. So obviously I could be angry and betrayed and say they had no meaning, no purpose, and everything that I thought was good about their lives as children and growing up was a lie. Well, I could say that, and I don't know whether it's true or not. But actually, I don't believe that was true, or it is true. I think the meaning of their lives was that they were alive. That's their meaning. And they touched a lot of people. They touched a lot of people's hearts. They annoyed the hell out of lots of other people. They made choices, and they were alive. Life is a gift. And they were alive. They were my boys. We all of us had meaning for the times they were alive. I don't know what their purpose was. Maybe Kostya's purpose was to show me what addiction is and to show me how much darkness there is in somebody I love who is my own child. Maybe his purpose was to shine a light for me because I don't do conflict and darkness very well. And he was constant darkness and conflict. And yet we loved each other. There's purpose in there, and bless him, the meaning of his life shines out to me now. His was an amazing soul. I know he's at peace now. And Dmitri is a little difficult because he chose to hang himself here, just over there in the annex. And so I sometimes feel angry. I think, how dare you? And then I think, well, of course, I know nothing about the reality of his suffering. And he didn't want to hurt me. He just wanted to stop being here. And the meaning of his life was profound. And the purpose of his life was to be here until the moment he chose not to be here. So the meaning of his life was that he did have life and that he was an amazing young man and he taught me so much. And the purpose of his life, well, I can only guess really about the purpose of his and Kostya's lives. It seems to me that their purpose was to teach me profound things like grief, like finding light in darkness, like letting go while honouring and respecting. And that's blinking hard, because a lot of the time I don't honour and respect them. I just want to smack them because they both left me. So what's the meaning and the purpose of my life? The meaning of my life is that I'm here. The meaning of my life is that everything that unfolds, I have agency over, and I can make my choices. And because I am still alive and still breathing, there is always meaning. I find it. I look for it. I make it. Sometimes I think the meaning of people's lives is to not have meaning, to reject meaning, which is a paradox. And I could do that. I could sink into despair with both boys, and I have done that. But the purpose of my life is to change the darkness which we already know about. We already in this world, all of us know about the darkness, to bring some light into that. And the darkness we know about is the despair, the depression, the self-doubt, the judgment, the pain, the anger, the rejection, the isolation, and the revenge, and the making a point, and the self-doubt, self-hatred. That's here. We all know about that. And Kostya and Dmitri suffered from that to the nth degree. But the purpose of my life, which I'm choosing, is to find the light in that, because the light is there. The light is always there. So I'm creating a whole new body of work, of paintings. I'm in the studio right now. This is you can see my painting overall. And I'm creating a whole new body of work about bringing the light into this darkness, these lonely, isolated deaths on the edges of our world. That's my purpose now, and to find huge meaning in bringing light. And if you are suffering now and you have despair and darkness, find some light and look at it. It might be a match flame. It might be a spot of light coming in through your window. It might just be the sky. It might be an electric light. It might be a reflection of something, on some light on a piece of metal. Find that light and look at it. If that's all that we can do when we are in deep darkness, then we must do it. We mustn't reject the light. And the light will grow. It won't take away everything, all the suffering, but it will grow, and it will give you perspective. So now, today, I am working in the studio, finding purpose and meaning in the deaths of my boys, while of course loving them and loving their lives, and choosing, because I have to choose it, to be grateful that they were with me for as long as they were with me. God bless. Speak again soon.